Yo, what's going on? Yonks85 coming back at you with another gun review. This time I will be showing you guys the Springfield XDM that I had purchased, I'd say about a week ago. Um, Before I get into the actual gun and what's inside this case, I want to actually talk about the case itself. Very nice case. Okay, I got to give Springfield a thumbs up on this one. Okay, very rugged. It's got two Picatinny rails on each side of the case. Me personally, I don't know why they added the Picatinny on the cases or whatnot, like as though you're gonna put a scope on it or something. I don't know, but I guess it just speaks to the quality of the gun. You can basically use this case, which I would recommend. If you're a guy that works around the house, whatnot, you can actually put a toolbox. You can use it as a toolbox. Or you can put your laptop in it or whatnot. It's a very nice case, solid case, high quality. All right, now let's talk about what's in the inside. Like with most XDs, you're gonna get basically everything that you see here. You're going to get the speed loader. You're going to get the dual magazine holster. You're going to get the outside the waistband handgun magazine holster. With all firearms, you're going to basically get this lock here, safety lock, and then also you're going to get this this cleaner, this barrel cleaner here. I have a couple of these. Actually, I got a whole kit, gun cleaning kit. But it's always nice that Springfield decided to add this in here. Okay. You also get the handgun, of course, and then two magazines. Also, you get a hex key here. And this hex key, you can use it to tighten or loosen any of these holsters here to, have a nice secure fit. If you feel like as though your handgun is going to fall out or something like that, you can always, use this hex key and screw that down to get it a little tighter. So that's always good. So yeah, let's talk about what's inside. Let's talk about the gun actually. All right, Springfield XDM. All right, 9mm. Now, decent firearm. I didn't get a chance to take it out into the range yet. Actually, I'm gonna cut away and I'm gonna go to the range, show you guys how it shoots and everything like that. But again, comes with two magazines. 19 rounds. 19 rounds. I'll tell you what, it gives you the capacity that you need for home defense and everything like that. I was talking to SWP the other day about the Springfields, because I was gonna actually pick up a Glock 17, but once I found out about the capacity, with these Springfields and whatnot, the full size handguns, I had to basically change my mind and everything. SWP was actually going to go with the same model and everything, but the threaded barrel version. Okay, so you can put a silencer on it or whatnot. I just saw this and I was just like, let me go ahead and just pick this up. I could have got it a lot cheaper online on grabagun.com, but it was there. I wanted it, so I bought it. So that's that. All right, so the actual gun itself, all right, very nice gun, solid. Let you know that it's clear. You got two safeties actually on here. You don't have the thumb safety. This one doesn't have the thumb safety, but it comes with the grip safety, this little tab here, and you also have the trigger safety. So you have two modes of safety here. Okay, actually, you have three modes of safety. The third one, it being here, chamber indicator. Okay, now this one's a decent chamber indicator. It's not like your Ruger SR series handguns where the trigger the chamber indicator is like, it sticks up pretty hard, pretty high. It obstructs your view sometimes when you're trying to, line up your sights or whatnot. You kind of see it sticking up there. It's not much of a big deal to me, but in my next video, I'll put that on there and let you guys see the gun. It's when it comes to this chamber indicator. Okay, I bought it for my fiance because she's not well versed in guns. She shot some shotguns and everything, but she doesn't know much about handguns and whatnot. So having that safety gives her a peace of mind, in my opinion. So that's always a good thing. All right. What else? 4.5 inch barrel. Okay. Simple, very simple. It doesn't have an ambidextrous slide release. Okay, it's only on this side. Pretty clear on this side here. Ambidextrous mag release. Okay, it's kind of got like a 1911 type of style mag release. With the round button. Okay, slips in real smooth. At least with an empty mag. Okay, slips in real smooth. Actually, to break it down, all you got to do, it's pretty much like a SIG. Okay, like the 250s or the 350s. You basically just lock it back, flip this up, and then there you go. That's pretty much it. Simple to take apart. Goes the spring. Spring is pretty long, but it's pretty cool. Here's the barrel. Decent. Put this back together. Just slide it back on, same way how you took it off. Lock it back, hit the button. That's it. Decent firearm. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take it to the range, and I will let you guys know how it shoots. So I just got back from the gun range, and as expected, this Springfield XDM ran flawlessly. Okay, very impressed by this gun. The trigger pull is really light. It's not as light as the Rugers, but it's very smooth, very smooth. Okay, and you have that crisp snap at the end. Reset is pretty short on it. Doesn't have as much carbon buildup. I just basically took this pad and just wiped it a little bit here, and this is basically all I got. Okay, so it's a fairly clean gun. Very impressed. In the video, I decided to add this M&P 45 ACP. Okay, now I decided to add this gun in to basically compare the two. Okay, and they're very identical. Okay, very identical in shape. Okay, I would say the I can't even say that the handle is actually longer on the XD, but they're very identical. Okay, you see you have the chamber indicator right here on the top. This one is just basically a sight. You look through and you can see the copper, the brass shell in here. This one is basically, as I said before, it just sticks up, letting you know that you have a bullet in the chamber. Okay. With this gun, this M&P 45, this one has ambidextrous safety. Okay. Ambidextrous slide release. Okay. But the mag release is not ambidextrous. Okay. I also decided to add the Enforce light. Pretty decent light, bright. Okay. You don't have to spend as much to get one of these Enforce. I'm just I've seen the Surefire lights that they usually, I've seen a couple of guys put on their guns, and I don't know, one of my pet peeves are the lights sticking out further than the actual barrel itself. I hate it when it sticks out like this much farther away from the end of this barrel here. It just gets on my nerves. I just like it flush. And that's just my personal pet peeve. Everybody's different. Everybody don't have the same taste. That's just me. Okay. So I went ahead and then, I compared the two. The trigger on this M&P is a little heavier. Okay. It has, a heavier trigger. And the release, it seems like with the M&Ps, the release, it's like you got to guess where the release is. Okay. Once you hit it, it's like you gotta listen real close, and sometimes even by listening, you can't even tell where the release is. So it's basically, but the trigger is short. It's a short trigger. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes up for it in a way, but it's a decent firearm. I would recommend this to anybody. But this is my home defense, gun. It only holds about 10 rounds. It's a 45 ACP. I decided to put a light on it, and that's pretty much it. This is my primary home defense weapon. Okay, but this is just something that I added just to compare the two. As I said before, this gun is about as accurate as you are, as well as the XDM, which I believe is one of the most accurate guns that I do have. It gets, because of the light trigger, or medium to light, or whatever you want to call it, it takes me a little bit longer to get used to this gun, because my 6 Hour has a self-defense trigger. Okay, it has a defensive trigger. Heavier trigger. You have to keep the lines straight as you're pulling through the heavy trigger. Not the easiest thing to do. Okay, but after a while, I figured, just go back to the range, get some more practice with this gun, and to be honest with you, it's a very decent firearm. I'm very impressed by the XDM. I'm very impressed by Springfield. Okay, and the next concealed carry that I actually want to get is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. Okay, I want to get the M&P Shield, for a concealed carry. Okay. From what people are telling me, that is like the number one concealed carry weapon that people purchase all the time. So that's probably going to be the next gun that I'm going to pick up. From what I know, because I went to go looked at the gun myself. The Smith & Wesson Shield it's actually a little bit slimmer than this, okay, and it's great for concealment, and that's the main thing with me, is concealment. You know what I'm saying? But 19 rounds. This MMP XDM. I'm sorry, not MMP. The XDM 9mm. As I've said before, comes with 19 rounds. 19 rounds. I mean, I would even actually say that this is a great gun for home defense. Especially if it gives you the 19 rounds because, in my opinion, if there's high stress situation, you got two guys that's coming into your house and want to rob you, they want to come in and maybe try to murder you or something like that, you have enough rounds that will cover both of the guys depending on how you shoot. So definitely I got to give XD a thumbs up on this one, man. Seriously speaking. Awesome firearm. Again, I mean, I would have to get used to shooting this thing. But as I was talking to SWP about the before I purchased this firearm, I was actually going to get a Glock 17. The Glocks hold that particular one holds 17 rounds in it, but they're overpriced. You're going to be spending $600, $650 for a Glock for 17 rounds, and me personally, I paid about the same price for this gun. However, I'm getting a little bit more rounds on here. Now, again, you can find this gun cheaper on grabagun.com, okay? And I just totally just didn't listen to SWP, or I may have forgotten about the fact that it was cheaper online. But, this is what I got. Not sweating it. Paid the money for it. Whatever. It came with all of the things that that would benefit the gun, in general, the dual magazine holster, the outside the waistband gun holster, the barrel cleaner, the speed loader or whatnot. Also didn't mention this, but this also has a Picatinny rail. Okay, I don't know whether I'm going to add a light on here or not, but it does come with a Picatinny rail. As a backup home defense, I may just put a light on this as well. Okay, probably not going to spend as much on the Enforce, or I may just get another Enforce. Again, they're cheaper lights that are out there. So this concludes the gun review for the XDM. Again, got to give Springfield, a thumbs up on it. Very reliable gun. I would say, of course, I got to put more ammunition through this thing to test it out for real or whatnot. But so far, so good. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks.